Hello everyone, my name is Olive Crochet or Olivia, and today we have a vlog, as you probably could tell by the title and thumbnail, but the beginning of this vlog is going to be a little bit more mellow because there are some people in my house and I didn't really want them to hear me recording, so that's why the beginning of this vlog is a little bit quieter and less energetic, but that's just for the first part, so just wanted to jump in here for the intro to give you just a little bit of that. And yeah, we will get right back into the video right now. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olive Crochet, otherwise known as Olivia, and I'm coming at you again with a crochet vlog. You may remember my patchwork cardigan tutorial. It's my most viewed video at the moment, so thanks for that. But I have made about 4, I think, patchwork cardigans so far, and you'll never believe what I'm about to tell you, but I'm making another one. And I'm making this one because I've never made a blue one before, and I'm hoping that I might be able to sell it, I don't know. But I'm just gonna give you a little yarn tour of what I'm doing, of the yarn that I'm using for this project. So we have a white color, and it's just Red Heart Super Saver white in the color white. Wow. Then we have this navy Super Saver, Red Heart Super Saver skein, which is in the color soft navy, and this is a jumbo one, so it's about 100 or so grams more than the other ones. And then to make it a little spicy, I picked this ombre color here, and I've never used it before, but this is in the color True Blue. So I wasn't exactly sure. I've never worked with Red Heart for a big project before, and I've also never used this ombre before, but I just wanted to check it out, and I didn't know how often the color changes would be, and I don't think that they're exactly as often as I'd like, and I'll show you what I mean. So this is the first panel I completed, and here is the second panel, and these are the front 2 panels. So basically these 2 colors right here are the ombre, and this is the lighter ombre, and this is the darker color of the ombre. And so the color changes are pretty gradual, and so it's not exactly the effect that I thought it would have, but I think we'll just have to do an old trust the process and see how it works out in the end. I think that it gives it a little bit more visual interest, but I don't know. But also, my tutorial was quite long, and I just wanted to give anybody that might be an intermediate or something crocheter like a small version in case, you know, you want to know, I guess. So basically I do sizing by a standard, I use weight 4 yarn, and I use a 5.5 millimeter hook throughout the whole thing. There's no yarn changes, there's no hook changes, it's just 5.5, and the only stitch, literally the only stitch you need in this entire pattern is half double crochet back loop only. That's it. Unless you count sewing the sides together, which some people slip stitch them together, so that counts as a stitch. I don't know. But basically what you do is you chain 40. Oh, and all of the squares that I use are 20 stitches long by 12 rows up. So and then I put them together like this and do a color change in the middle like you would in a tapestry project. And that's the whole gist of it. And then it's basically just how big of rectangles you do, and then the ribbing. So basically that's kind of the speeded up version of the pattern if you'd like. But basically what I would do here is chain 40 along here, and then color change at the very beginning here, so that could be a little tricky, but if you're an intermediate crochet artist, you probably know how to do that. And then go through, color change at the middle, keep going, boop, boop, bop. That's literally all there is to the pattern. I just really hadn't seen that be done before, and I wanted to speed up the process of making these, and because it usually, my first one took me like a month, but I was a beginner, like a beginner crochet artist at that point. So that's why I did it like that. I was thinking about how to do it a little bit faster. So yeah, I'm also thinking of putting this down into a pattern and putting it on my Etsy, because right now I just have that one top, and this is technically a pattern, so I could write it out, because some people hate watching YouTube videos or they want to get it from online or whatever. So I might type that up too, and if anything's unclear, I can literally just say watch the video, because it's as comprehensive as I could make it, except I don't think I mentioned the hook size anywhere in it, so very sorry for that. I didn't, just forgot to mention it, but I use 5.5mm hook. It's the recommended hook size for the yarn I buy. So that is kind of the deal. I really like making these cardigans because this is my 5th one, and so I'm just kind of no thoughts had emptying it the whole time. So yeah, that's kind of my plans for tonight, is just to work on this. I made the 2 front panels, and I'm working on the side arm sleeves, and that's kind of what I'm doing. So yeah, and I might work on the pattern a little bit, I'm not sure. I don't know how to make my patterns look super cute, or I don't know exactly everything to include. This will be the 2nd pattern I've ever written, and you know, so anyway, yeah, that's just kind of my plan. We're gonna hang out, work a little bit, maybe type a little bit, and hang out. Alright, so for this voiceover, I just wanted to give you a bit of the view that I have whenever I'm working on this. And for this one, I actually started carrying along the navy string, and you can see that from the front side of the project, so I had to take that out and redo it. But basically, this was just to show the last bit of progress on this row, and then I'm going to reference the chart that I made, and so I know which colors come next, and so I never get lost. I always know which colors are going where, because I have definitely made the wrong color choices and had to redo a lot of work, so I'm always pretty vigilant on where to do my color changes. But basically that's what's going on in this clip, to just give you a bit of the overview of how I do my color switches. Okay, hello again guys. It's been a couple days since I last recorded that last clip, but I kind of took a break from that project because my hands were hurting so much. So basically what I just did was spend way too much time editing a reel or a YouTube short. I'm gonna post it on both. Like, this is kind of like breaking the 4th wall, but oh man. There's a lot of everything, sound effects and everything. I know people will be like, that isn't even that much editing, but it is for me, okay? It is for me. I'm not used to all this. I started filming because I got a package. I've seen a lot of people get these on Instagram at the moment, and I said, hey, that's pretty good. Like, it's like $8 to get these, so I will get them as well and try it out. Sorry, this is probably terrible on your ears. So I haven't even told you what it was yet. Compression gloves. I am very happy to have these. If they work, because my hands have been like cramping, and just even when I'm not crocheting, they've been hurting. I have wrist braces, but it's not wrist pain perhaps, it's hand pain. So there you go, all the plastic is out of the way. Woo! I got a small because my hands are small, so I hope they fit fine. But, ooh. That's pretty neat. They're kind of tight on the fingers, but that's okay. Oh man, now I feel like a hardcore crocheter now. Man, these are nice. They feel good, actually. I'm going to keep them on for a bit and then maybe start crocheting and seeing if it makes a difference. And I will get to that when I do that. So yeah. All right, so I just wanted to give a little bit of a clip of me crocheting with the new glove on, because if I have the glove on my left hand, then it kind of like gets in the way of the yarn and makes it harder to move, but it's good on the right hand basically. And yeah, I like these gloves a lot. I would definitely recommend if you have some finger pain. And however, if you have like arm pain that is more like up your wrist, like I will experience later foreshadowing, then it won't help with that, just to be forewarned. But they did make it more comfortable to use, and they did make it more comfortable to crochet. So yes, if you are having finger pain, these might be good to look into as an option for you. Okay, well, to be completely frank, I have not recorded or crocheted in about maybe a week or so, and it's because my wrist and arm is hurting quite a lot. So it's like this muscle bone, right? It's this muscle right here. Also like my fingers right here, the pad of my finger. And then sometimes on this side too, it's like I'm kind of getting like double blasted in pain. So that's great. I did get these compression gloves to help, but that only helps with hand pain and not full wrist pain. So I thought the best course of action to do was to just stop crocheting and rest my wrists. And, you know, that would extend to playing video games with an Xbox controller, typing on a computer and clicking a mouse because it uses the same, I guess, tendon. I'm not exactly sure, sorry. And so I've been just trying to just completely chill out, and because I could crochet for a while, but then I would just get horrible pain at night, or, you know, a little bit later. And so I just kind of have been taking a break. So I'm sorry that this video is being delayed. I really wanted to get it out before it's gonna be out, because I still have a lot of progress to make on the cardigan that I've been making for this video. So I guess to give you a little update, Valentine's Day has come and gone, and I made this beautiful heart tie that has like little hearts, if you can see them, and I will put the photos that I posted. It is a beautiful pattern by my friend on Instagram, and I will like link her account in the description of this video, because this pattern will be out later in February of 2024 if you're watching this in the future. But yeah, I really like this pattern. I think the photos turned out really cute. I actually didn't know how to tie a tie before this, but it's actually really simple, just like a standard tie. Like I just, you know, Googled it, but that was fun to finish and make. I used like this Bernat yarn that's like weight 3. It's like baby Bernat or baby blanket. It's pretty neat, actually. I like the color. I just don't know what else to use all of this for, but it's from Walmart, so it's pretty accessible for me to get more. I don't think I have the label anymore, which I need to stop doing. I never know where the labels are, so I don't know exactly what I bought. And so then if I wanted to like order more online, I just couldn't. So yeah. But anyway, I did that. That's basically the only thing I've gotten done recently, because I've just been trying to not crochet, play video games with an Xbox controller, play video games with mouse and keyboard, not type and works as much, and not write with a pencil or pen. I've just been trying to rest it. It's kind of hard when, you know, that's kind of all I do. Okay, so I have just finished all of the back panels and all of the other panels as well. So what's left to do is to sew together all of the pieces of the back panel that I have here. And I did them in columns of 2, 2, and 1 this time because I only have one skein of every type of yarn. So I really needed to use all of that up. So, or I have only one skein of each color. So I didn't want to have to like make a mini skein or do any of that type of thing. So I just did it this way. And so yeah, now I'm just going to do all of the seams together, and I do think that the ombre effect, at least on this back panel, looks kind of nice, but you'll have to let me know when you see it when it's all finished. But yeah, for now I'm going to work on seaming the columns of the back panel together. So here's the back piece that I just finished sewing up. Also, you want the wrong side to be facing you for the join that I'm going to be doing. These two front panels I think are basically exactly the same, so it doesn't really matter where they go, because I just want these diagonals to remain consistent, if you know what I mean. These two front panels are made the exact same way, but you want to just line them up to where they go. And then it's the sleeves. So I have to identify which sleeve is which this is the graph is the right side out, so I have to identify that first, which means it's this one, which means when it's turned around like this, it should be over here, I think, because these continue on. I think I might be out of frame for that, but basically, so that means it'll be like this. Basically what I'm trying to accomplish is taking this photograph, which is the right side out, but I want to sew everything together the wrong side out. So I have to like take everything and flip it. So basically the way I draw these diagrams is that the diagonals are always consistent. So, excuse me. So if there's a diagonal here on the back panel, it's going to continue forward in the front panel like that. And you can see this is the ombre right here, and this is the white right here. So all of the diagonals should remain consistent. And actually, I think that the ombre effect is kind of working out. Like, it kind of makes like a heat map or something. I'm not sure, but I think I like how the ombre yarn is working. I was very much not sure of how that would work, but basically the plan now is to sew all these seams together and then work on sewing in all the ends, which is going to be quite the endeavor. But yeah, this is how this cardigan is looking so far. Alright, so I'm at the point of having to sew together the sides of the cardigan to make it whole, and I believe I have actually done all of the joining together. I've woven in all the ends. It took hours, but that's okay. And but basically it's really easy to tell which side is which, so you don't make the same mistake that I did last time of sewing a sleeve on backwards. Basically the wrong sides will have, I mean, obviously these slip stitch sections here, but it will also have these little bars here whenever you are on the wrong side, and the right side will be like clean color changes like this. Okay, so that's the difference. So when you are sewing your sleeves and the side together, then you really want to make sure that you are seeing the wrong side, because you're going to flip it, because you don't want this slip stitch seam type of look on the outside. So yeah, I'm going to get to work doing that. Alright, so I have done some work. Basically, I sewed together all of the different seams, and then I guess here. And I have done all of the bottom ribbing. So basically all that's left to do is the ribbing up the sides and around the neck and the cuffs. So I'm going to do that, but this is literally all the yarn I have left for this navy color, and so I just hope it's enough for the rest. I do usually prefer my bottom ribbing to be a little bit thicker, but I don't want to run out of yarn, so I think in my last tutorial I made it 8 stitches long, and this time I just made it 6. So I don't think it looks bad. I think that the seams actually came out like nice. Like this is the seam on the sleeve, and there's no like weird line, like weird colors showing through, and all of the colors match up. Here's it down this side. I think that it actually looks pretty clean. Like yeah. So yeah, basically this is what it's looking like right now. I just need to get this ribbing going. And yeah, I think I'm probably going to make that 4 stitches long, just to, I think I did 4 the last time, but yeah, I don't super like the way that this ribbing works, because if you look really closely, there are like little holes there because of like, if you don't know, you should watch my last tutorial on it, but if you don't know, the it leaves like these little holes in it on the seam. Let's see. And that's just kind of inevitable, but you only can really notice it when you stretch it out and look at it like that. Like whenever I wear my other cardigans, I don't notice it whatsoever, so I think that it's fine. I just might have to look up a different technique for ribbing at some point, but I don't know. This ribbing bit is kind of annoying because it's just the same thing over and over. I just kind of don't like it as much, since it's kind of like finicky a little bit. But yeah, I just have this side ribbing to do, and then we'll be kind of in the home stretch. So yeah, I'm gonna get started working on that. Alright, so this is the process that I do every time that I would like to put buttons on my cardigans. I have this sack of buttons that I bought at a thrift store for like $7, and there's so many of them in there, but like some of them are in their own bags, as you can see there, but a lot of them are just loose in there. But what can you do? I did end up dumping all of them out after recording this and sorting them a little bit better, but it is kind of fun to like search for treasure. And look at these. I only have 2 of these in the whole pack, but I really like these buttons with a little flower design on them. I just don't know what to put them on, so I'll probably just save them forever. Alrighty, this is the finished cardigan. So, it did kind of come out a little bigger than I expected, which is weird because I used the exact same measurements that I usually do for my cardigans. So maybe it needs some adjustments on the arms and stuff, but I personally like the super oversized look. So, and sorry about the blinds. I know it's a little bit sunny, but yeah, I haven't blocked this yet, but I need to. But I think that this cardigan turned out super cute. I think that definitely is to be blocked because if you see this like puffy bit back here, but I think that the seams in the back especially turned out really well, especially because I did the column of 2, column of 2, column of 1. So, and I think the side seams, I think slip stitching is kind of the way to go. Whenever you do the single crochet, it like shows the stitch a bit more, so I think slip stitching is definitely the way to go. I also made the bottom ribbing and the side ribbing, so the bottom ribbing here and the side ribbing a little bit smaller than I usually would like to, but I was really worried about running out of this navy blue yarn. So yeah, if I can find my calculations, this whole cardigan only took about 1 skein of colors each. They were jumbo skeins. So hold on. My little project booklet here. For this cardigan, the jumbo skein for I think the navy, it was $7.48 with 396 grams. The ombre was 283 grams, also the same price because I think the ombre was a bit more expensive, but I did not use all of that ombre, so I still have some left over even of the smaller skein. And then the small skein, which was white, which I literally only had like 1 tiny little strip left afterwards, it was 198 grams, and that was 338. So this, I will put the calculations on screen right here, but I don't think that this cardigan cost that much to make, TBH. It's all acrylic, it's all Red Heart Super Saver, so yeah, of course, not the best quality of materials, but I still think that the outcome is super cute. It's a super good option if you're just learning how to crochet or you're just not in the financial position to be dropping a bunch of dollars on some yarn. But also, these buttons are thrifted. I got that entire bag that I was showing you for like $7. And then this is some embroidery floss. So, I mean, I just have like a whole drawer of embroidery floss basically that I don't use for embroidery that much. So I just use that whenever I need to have a little bit of like if the buttonholes are too small for the actual yarn color, because this button color, it technically doesn't match the navy color. That's fine. But yeah, I think that the ombre kind of worked out. I really am interested in your guys' opinion on how you think the ombre patches work, because like obviously this square is a lot lighter than this square, but I think that this is a really cute cardigan. I really like it. Good thing that it is like 70+ degrees where I live now and it's too hot to wear this. Love that for me. Anyway, that will be it for this vlog. It took me a long time because I have carpal tunnel. I don't, but I think I definitely have tennis elbow because I used to play tennis all the time, so my wrists are a little messed up because of that. Anyways, I tried a different style of crochet, not quite used to that yet, so that's fine. And so then I tried doing stretches and those help a little bit. And then I think the thing that ultimately helped me is to get a ergonomic hook that I could just slide onto my hook and use it like that. I think that is the thing that helps my longevity in terms of ability to crochet for longer. So yeah, if you are having wrist problems, I would invest in ergonomic holder. I can link the one that I bought in the description. It was literally like $10 so on Amazon, so it was really fine. But yeah, I think that will wrap up this vlog. Sorry that it took so long. As I said, was in pain. But hopefully with my new setup, I will be able to crochet more things and kind of work that out. But let me know what you guys want to see next, because I have some ideas floating around, but I don't really want to buy like new yarn for a bunch of big new projects. I'm really going to try to focus on scrap projects. But yeah, so let me know what you want to see in the future. I have some projects in the works, but they take a while. So yeah, just let me know. So that will be all for this. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. It would really help me out and I would really appreciate it. So that would be all. Everybody have a wonderful day. Goodbye.